What's up, guys? In today's video we're going to talk about taking advice. Now, pretty much everybody and their mother is going to want to give you some kind of advice when you're preparing for a physique competition. You know, everybody is an expert nowadays, especially with the influx of online coaches, and everybody pretty much has their own opinion. You know, if you were to ask 100 people how they would approach a contest prep, you might get 100 different answers. And if you're the person on the receiving end of all that advice, that may make it extremely hard for you to pick out, what's right and what is wrong. So here's what to do, when you get that advice. First, if you don't have a coach, you really want to keep a select few people close to you. So, somebody that has been through a contest prep before, someone that you value their opinion, someone that puts out really good information, right? You want to, maybe shoot them a message, this is what you're doing, and this is what I plan to do, and include a few pictures with that and see what they have to say, right? Don't just ask for an open opinion. Don't put out a picture of yourself and say, what should I do? You really want to pick and choose who you're taking advice from. And secondly, when people do give you advice, you could listen to it and you could take it, but at the end of the day you could say, thank you very much, but this is a plan, that I'm enacting, and this is what I'm sticking to. Because if you were to stick to, if you were to try those 100 different methods, you're pretty much just going to be spinning yourself in circles, right? You're going to be doing one thing one day or one thing one week and then another thing another week, so you're really not going to know what works best for you, and then that's not going to lead to the progress that you're trying to make. And then of course, if you do have a coach, the most important thing is to actually listen to them, right? You have to block out all the noise that's coming from all these outside sources. And a lot of people like to be the armchair quarterbacks. They're sitting on their computer or they're on their phone, on Instagram, and they're going to want to tell you what to do. So if you do have a coach, do yourself a favor and actually listen to them. That's why you're paying them to coach you. And more often than not, I know that some people don't necessarily have super optimal methods in order to coach their clients, but a lot of people do. That's what their job is. Your coach is supposed to get you to the stage. So if you do have a coach, listen to them. And if you have any questions directed at your coach about the process that you're going to, make sure you ask. That's what they're there for, as they're there to field any questions that you may have to make the process a little bit easier on you. So really be careful who you're taking advice from, especially if it's unwarranted advice. Just say, thank you very much. This is really what I want to do, and this is why I'm doing it. And always give a reason why you're doing it. Don't just say, well, because my coach told me to. Let's be a little bit more educated and have a reason behind it. And one of my clients made a really good comment the other day when he put up a progress picture up, and he said, although he is working with me, he's working with me because of he agrees with my methods. So if you don't agree with your coach's methods, first of all, question them, and then maybe see if they give you a correct answer or make you believe why you're doing this. But if they really don't give you a straight answer, if they just say, well, because I said so, maybe that's time that you find another coach that you have a similar thinking with. So once again, guys, hopefully when you get some unwarranted advice, or maybe this will help you block out the unwarranted advice, and just keep a really close group of people. If it's your coach, or if it's 4 or 5 people that are going to help you get to stage. And that's what really people do, especially at the top level, even top level coaches, like myself. I'm going to prep myself, next year, but I am still going to have, 2 or 3 people that I'm going to go to and ask, how do you think I'm looking? Do you think I need to make any changes now? And, based on my cardio and all that. So even myself, being a high level coach, I'm still going to seek outside advice. They're not necessarily going to coach me, but I'm still going to trust those select few people's opinions. So hopefully, this helps you with the advice that you're getting, or the advice that you might get in the future. If you guys have ever had any problems, with receiving advice, I'm sure you could tell some horror stories about how everyone, has told you, even from your parents to your grandma to your girlfriend to anybody, just walking down the street to your coworker. Everybody always has to pitch in their 2 cents. So I'm sure if you want to tell me, comment below on a horror story. Make sure to like, subscribe. See you in the next video.